Hello, welcome back to another Avatar: The Last Airbender traditional draft. This is Premiere, actually. We have learned that Firebender Ascension is not as good as it looks. This was, I think, our pack one, pick one, our first ever Avatar draft. And we tried to build a red-blue deck. We thought that Firebending would be awesome. And it is alright, but mostly for Boros. So we're going to take Epic Downfall here. It's probably the best color here. To take, because black has been getting neglected by pod drafters recently. We'll see if waterbending lesson wheels. We'll play any of these red cards that come through besides redirect lightning. And we're going to have to take accumulate wisdom here. We can build around this, and if you get to fire this off as a 2-mana draw 3, you feel swifty. You feel awesome. This has ended up being a trap card. You'd have to play mono blue for this, and often you don't have enough removal, interaction, or like impactful spells for this. We did one time get past like 4 Watery Grasp in the first 6 picks, and maybe this would have been possible, but typically this is a trap card. You need to be affecting the board. Tempo is important. You can't just be behind on board in a lot of these games unless you have one of the 2 wraths to come back from. That's why cards like Invasion Submersible are so good. There's another Firebender Ascension. We could have had 2. So we could have made a fun deck. I think even with the lesson theme that we're going to build, we should take either a Lightning Strike or Airbending lesson here. And there's like a lot of red, right? There's a lot of red in the first packs. I think people are going to think this card is good and take it. I'm tempted to just take First Time Flyer, especially with Epic Downfall or Airbending Lesson. Let's take the best card for now. The last Agni Kai is not it. We're typically not fighting well in any color pair besides green-red, where we want to play this. Lost Days is fantastic, and it's a lesson for Accumulate Wisdom. So we'll have to pass Watery Grasp here. But blue is looking more like an option if 4 other drafters passed Watery Grasp and Lost Days. I think people should realize those are good removal spells at this point. Zhao. So this is why we thought the red rare lane was busted. I think we had Zhao out, and it made it come in tapped, and I didn't understand because we did have basic lands on the field, but they were not basic lands coming in that we're playing. Anyways, Octopus form maybe? The Raucous audience is interesting here. I found Octopus form is typically something you don't want that many copies of, but people have been picking them up. So we can take one right now. Okay. Tiger Seal, Otter Penguin are not what we want to be doing. This just is not a good enough blocker. And if you're turning this into a 3/3 unblockable, it means you're not affecting the board. You're investing mana into drawing, and you can't be doing that against certain decks. You cannot be doing that against certain decks. So I think options here are Rocky Rebuke, Serpent's Pass, Barrels. Maybe we'll take Rocky Rebuke. Seismic Sense is an alright lesson, if that's what we're doing. If we're doing green-blue lessons and splashing stuff, then that's what we'll do. Splashing is not free in the set, but green-blue has the easiest time doing it if you can get the Hermetic Herbalist. Let's take the Boulder here. It's the highest upside card. Do we like Rocky Rebuke over Earth Rumble? I think we do. This should, in theory, be a good card. But even in green-blue, you're not always set up to fight well. And all those red cards were taken. It looks like Origin of Metal Bending will be what we need to grab here. I don't like any of this. We'll take Leaves from the Vine, put it in the sideboard. We'll take green-white just in case. I don't like Foggy Swamp Vinebender, but we could play it in a pinch. And we get another one. I think it's pretty universally accepted that Leaves from the Vine is not good. So let's look back at the draft and see what was taken. We know red is contested because I think that very first pick had like 4 red cards in it, and all of them were gone. Then Rough Rhino Cavalry, War Balloon, and Uncle Iroh are being taken. So yeah, red looks the most contested. Blue, people are taking Iguana Parrot and Waterbending Scroll. Green looks the most open, as Walltop Sentries is the last pickup. Shared Roots. Do we really want to be running Shared Roots? If we had like 2 Herbalists, I would love to try to make an Earth and Ally Earthbend deck. But as it stands, I think we'll be taking a Rocky Rebuke number 3, which is made better by Walltop Sentry since it has Death Touch, or something like Messenger Hawk. I feel like we end up in green-blue quite a bit. Green is the color we're most likely to be playing. Put blue in a pile over here. So, I mean, we only want so many Rocky Rebukes. Combustion Technique? I mean, this is a good lesson. And like I said, we're not necessarily blue. We could be. Could we be red-green? Red was so contested. But what else are we taking here? I don't feel like Maya is good. We have plenty of lessons we want to play. And Sold Out is overcosted. So let's take Combustion Technique. Maybe we're not mainline red. And that is confirmation that we're not mainline red. There's Appa. 2 people passed this. I don't think there was a lot of white in the last pack. So there wasn't a lot of white to take. Basically, 1 person to Path to Redemption and Earth Kingdom Soldier, who's flexible green-white. Airbending Lesson, Sun Warriors, so Glider Kids. All, I guess one pack did have Master P and Dow and Sandbender Storm taken. Sandbender Storm is a bad card, but I think we got to take Appa here, right? I mean, it's either that or Quench. Let's get messy. Yeah, let's get messy. Let's try and get fixing together so that we can play these cards. Maybe not Octopus Form, but Lessons and Removal in other colors. And if we can get Booming King of 3 Trials, we feel cool about it. I don't know if it's wise to take Abandoned Attachments if we're going to be fixing and slowing down how we develop out the board. But I'm going to take it here. Anyways. Alright, Badger Mole is green, and it's probably the best card here, so we're taking it. Fire Nation Warship is colorless, and it affects the board, and we just need a 2-power creature to play it, so we're going to take that over Badger Mole. Aang's Journey is something I usually am not trying to play. Do we take that over Waterbending Lesson, or do we take Waterbending Lesson and say we need card advantage? Let's take Aang's Journey to start. Or is Rumble Wrestlers? It's a 4-drop. I don't love it. This one's a messy draft. I'm going to be honest. Barrels. If we got 2 Hermetic Herbalists, this is all smoothed over, and we can run this crazy stuff. Have a cool lesson sub-theme going on. Heavily ramping. As it stands, we have no 2-drops. Pillar launch. Okay. Okay. And no way to ramp. Oh, okay, yeah. Do we just get real messy with it? Can we take Beifong here? Yeah, screw it. Let's go off the deep end. Ignore this raucous audience, this sparring dummy. Maybe we just can't play Appa. This is a lot of removal. Especially if you include barrels. And epic downfall. You can't go hard control in my experience. Oh my gosh. Ozai? We don't have enough red-black. We'd have to ditch this green. Do we care about that? It's too late, right? We don't have enough red cards to play for that sort of thing. We're going to have a lot of lessons too, so this should hopefully be 3 mana, gain 3 life, 3/6 reach. Pretty often. It's just that it doesn't turn into a creature right away that makes it just kind of meh in most decks. Otherwise, I'll be taking the Rebellious Captives here, I guess. It's time to start tightening up, play more responsibly. We've been pretty irresponsible up to this point, and now we've got to be responsible. We've got to take cards like Kyoshi Battlefan. Do we, or do we take Airship Engine Room? We absolutely need 2-drops. We're not water bending. We want to play red. Okay, Toph should help. It's 2 bodies. Benevolent River Spirit is not going to be great in this deck anyways. We have to unfortunately pass up on like a first-time flyer. And we absolutely will take a 2 mana play. Ostrich Horse? Or Bender's Waterskin? I think it's got to be Ostrich Horse, right? I don't love Platypus Bear, but I think we need a 2-drop. We'll take the land here. Otter Penguin's not really serving as much of a 2-drop. Sparring Dummy we absolutely will take. Man, this deck is a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Badger Mole. I would have liked to have the artifact that untaps on the opponent's turn, fixes for any color mana. So we have quite a bit of instant speed spells where we could benefit from that. A lot of Rocky Rebukes, Lightning Strikes. Instant speed draw spells. So 1, 2, 3, 26. Wall Top Sentries, sing your song. We need something to stabilize with. Reach and Death Touch are going to be pretty important. And this is best of 1, but we have only 3 2-drops. And one of our 2-drops is Quench. Octopus Form, we kind of want stuff to die, so maybe Octopus Form is a cut, even though it's a lesson. Let's see, what does It'll look like if we put Eng's Journey over here, not going to affect the board, not going to affect the board. Removal and fixing, not going to affect the board, but only 1 mana, so usually not a huge deal. Do we like Origin of Metal Bending better than Octopus Form? This 2-drop slot is not as bad as it looks. It is bad, don't get me wrong, because we do have cards like Combustion Technique, Lightning Strike. Let's put that there for now. Okay, lessons. The payoffs for lessons are Accumulate Wisdom and Lion Turtle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lessons. That's pretty good. Green sources. I'd say we need at least 8. 6, 7, 8. Blue sources, I would say we need at least 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's really 9 green sources. So 9, 8. Red, I'd like 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we ever get the Lion Turtle out, that'll fix for other stuff. Black sources, I don't think we need that many. Just Epic Downfall and Beifongs. So maybe 2 here. 2, 3, 4. 4-ish, and then Lion Turtle. One thing to note, though, is Platypus Bear can mill our lands. That could be awkward, and then this could be forever unplayable. We do have an Abandoned Attachments to help with case where we have an unplayable card. But Seismic Sense and Ostrich Horse should also help us fix for stuff. Because we're not developing out to the board very quickly, I think Rocky Rebuke will be cut, at least one of them. Origin of Metal Bending will cut. I feel like it costing more could be a big deal for Octopus Form. And we gotta find 2 more cuts. I like the Boulder with Fire Nation Warship, Beifong, and 2 Badgermoles. What if we straight up cut black, though? No Epic Downfall, no Beifong. What happens to our deck? Does it just get better? Maybe Octopus Form goes away. We have enough lessons. 4, 6, 8, 14, 15, 16. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe 1 Rocky Rebuke. Even though we use it pretty well, it's getting cut. With the top end creatures, at least. I think just the fear is we don't play enough creatures out to fight. We have a situation where Fire Nation Warship is something we want to use Rocky Rebuke on, but we don't have something to crew with it. I mean, we gotta cut some. All right, what a mess. What a mess. Let's see how it does. This was extremely greedy. If we lose this one, it's not going to be a mystery as to why games are not going great. We have 3 2-drops. We're irresponsibly playing different colors. And I assume when we lose, we're just going to get curved out on. This is keepable. We've got two of our three 2-drops, and basically our only 2-drop creatures. I'll start with Sparring Dummy. Oh, okay. Environ.mental. Sorry, pun. Okay, let's start here. So you have Heartless Act. So you think about using Heartless Act on the Sparring Dummy? No, just cycling. Yeah. We'll take that, and we'll play Ostrich Horse. And now we just need red mana. No shot. We do get a lesson card in the graveyard, or Accumulate Wisdom. Invasion Submersible is pretty good. I assume Ostrich Horse is going back. So we've got another shot at that forest, or that mountain. There we go, we got it. Unfortunately, Accumulate Wisdom is also in there. Azula on the hunt. We cannot let that thing attack. I mean, I think we're gonna have to. I'm going to double block in case he has something like Heartless Act or Sold Out. Sold Out would be pretty bad because he could do 1 damage to Ostrich Horse, 3 to Badger Mole, and then gain a card. Okay, was he? He's gonna get a good spell off Hama. If we get any removal, we're gonna have to use it on Hama now. He can water bend for 3, so if he wanted to, he could fire Bending Lesson here. Does he have any lessons in his own graveyard? No. Accumulate Wisdom if he just wanted to. Cantrip Combustion Technique is going to do just 2 damage. So he takes the barrels, that's smart. You can play that for 1 water bend. He doesn't, though. Does he realize he can spend water bending mana? You have so many lands. Okay, let's play Toph. Make another creature that can block Azula. Throw down a Platypus Bear, and then we're going to be at 14 cards left in deck. We have 3, 5, 9, 10, 11 lands, so only 6 lands should remain. 5 lands should remain. So 1 in 3 chance to get a land with Sparring Dummy. I think we stop tapping Sparring Dummy. This is going to kill Toph. I think I would personally kill Badger Mole. Okay. So 4 lands left? 3, 6, 9. Play something that we can quench. That's a pretty good quench target. Oh my goodness, another land. Well, Beifeng's in there somewhere. As is Badger Mole, as is Lost Days. Okay, there is Beifeng. Let's start getting some attacks in now. I will gladly trade for Azula. That is crazy. I mean, I don't even know how we beat him. What does he have in hand? We have all lands. I mean, I'll take it. But that can be the problem with these green-blue decks is sometimes they ramp to nothing. I mean, we didn't even ramp. We kind of just drew almost all of our lands. And milled all our playables. Yeah. Seems fun. To have no removal, the only removal he used was Barrels of Blasting Jelly that he took from our deck. And blue-black seems inconceivable to me. Especially exile effects like Epic Downfall. And Sold Out. We'll get rid of a lesson for Lion Turtle. Though we unfortunately draw a red source right after. I think we play Lion Turtle. So that we have black mana to cast Epic Downfall and Mechanist next turn. before he makes too many clue tokens. The Mechanist is stupid. So good. Oh no. I guess if we get any untapped land, we can still play Lion Turtle and cast Epic Downfall. But Invasion Submersible is probably the scariest non-creature spell he can cast for Mechanist. Makes a 3/3. The tempo is so good with bouncing our most expensive creature. Messes up our mana. At least he messes that up. Oh, and now we can't play Combustion Technique either. Unless we hit a mountain. Actually, we'd still be short, right? So let's play Lion Turtle. At least we gain more life. That's the plan. Another Hama. Turn 5 from another blue-black deck. I'm just going to get Barrels of Blast and Jelly again. It's like a repeat of last game. Oh, it actually takes Lightning Strike. You can cast it this turn to blow up Platypus Bear and hit us for 6. You can tap Hama and Corrupt Court Official. That's exactly what he does. Smart guy. Okay. One, two, three. And the 3/1's the same as a 4/2. Let's blow up Mechanist now. As well use our sorcery speed. Well, we could use Combustion Technique and gotten closer to have enough lessons such that Lion Turtle blocks, but he's tapped this turn anyways. My thinking is if we play another lesson, we can make Lion Turtle a surprise blocker potentially. A lot of damage. The 6 life we gained off Lion Turtle is going to help here because he is smashing us. Well, top sentries can also gain us 2 life when he dies. 2/3 will block a 2/1. Playing around Quench here. He may just have Clue Crack at the end of our turn. That was maybe an opportunity to blow up Hama so he doesn't have an attacker this turn. Unless he chump attacks with Corrupt Court Official. Because now we give him an opportunity to use Octopus Form, Soka's Haiku, or Quench to stop this Combustion Technique. And will he even attack with armor? He does. We've gained 8 life this game. Lost days? What's he thinking about? Now we don't have black mana. We do draw Beifong. I don't think we can combustion technique that. Can he sack a creature? I don't think it's sorcery speed. I think he can only sack on his turn. Okay. Blue. Let's do the green red land. Play around Quench. I'm not likely to be holding cards in our hand that are sorcery speed either. So if he has card discard, might as well play out our lands. Stupid Mechanish. This game would be a lot closer if he didn't have those clue tokens to crack. Alright, well there's black. Can't afford Beifong. We draw it anyways. We could have sacked our land creature land. But I figured we have two topes, a taupe and a Badger Mole that could get to 4 power and threaten his Fire Navy Trebuchet. I don't know if it's correct, what we did. Looks incorrect now. Okay, Seismic Sense is pretty good. Let's go get Beifong or something cool. Okay, these are the cards going to the bottom. It's definitely going to be Badger Mole. We pick up. He could quench us here if he has it. Might as well attack. We got 2 damage in. Okay. I kind of want to sack this right now and see if we get what. Okay, we top decking. This deck is set up to sputter out, honestly. Yeah. Close to no card advantage. We've got Abandoned Attachments and Accumulate Wisdom. Could be good. I think it's just tricky with our land situation. Getting that to go off. Let's make the same attacks we did last turn. He's jumping at 14. Wonder what that's about. That's what it's about. It's about sold out. Creating a glue token. Boo, G is gonna be good here. This is sorcery speed though, right? Okay. So it can't sacrifice his 2/1 artifact tokens. Do we sack Omashu City here? I think we do. I know it blocks 1/1. But we gotta draw something quick. That's not what I want to see. I guess in case he has Corrupt Court Official, play it like this. Great, even without the lesson attack, Accumulate Wisdom is going to be pretty good for him here. Guess choose the best of the 3 cards on top of his deck. This is a chump attack. For 2 damage. I guess he gets to sorcery speed to surveil. So still probably worth it. Give up a 1/1 for 2 damage and a surveil. Yeah. Oh, and he gets the 2/2 Judy. I mean, we could have Rocky Rebuked, but I don't think that was worth it. Let's slam it. Only 8 cards left in hand. We can't, in deck, we can't activate Sparring Dummy. Tell me he doesn't have another sold out. The boulder, ready to rumble, is here. Let's attack with Beifong. This is not a bad one. If he kills it, we Earthbend. With non-exile at least. And if it gets to live, then it earthbends whenever it attacks for 2. He chunked pretty early before with the pox bears. So it wouldn't surprise me if he did it again. Please don't have sold out. Just don't. Don't have sold out. Do we blow up Fire Navy Trebuchet at combat now? So we can't just make in Judy's? I think we probably should have done that earlier, right? Okay. Have nothing, please? He should surveil with Judy at least. Sacks Judy to make another Judy. Gets to see what card is on top of his deck. Cat Gator. Is it gonna blow up? Beifong? Boulder. That might be correct, honestly. Quench is not doing anything. I think we gotta get in there with both. If he cracks back with Cat Gator, it's awkward, but I'm hoping, yeah, he'll double block. Triple block, even. Okay. Let's kill the non-token. Which one's the token? The gold one? The gold one is the token. So, we've done this correctly. Okay, okay. That's not great. Let's attack for 8. How many lanes do we have left? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're dead. 11, 12, 13. We can't counter that. He's going to eat a 4-4. What do we have left? Anything? Lost days? Yeah, might as well crack it open. And we could lost days our own thing. One, two, three, four, 5. And waterbend. We can't waterbend 4. There's no way to kill him next turn, right? Maybe if we had killed that O4 earlier, the Fire Navy Trebuchet. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3 waterbend mana. Aang's Journey. Alright, let's kill ourselves. In the video game. Alright, well, deck is bad. Deck is bad. And I think we played correctly up until the point where we didn't kill that Fire Navy Trebuchet. So we tried our best. There's going to be a lot of games that look like that, I feel like. We don't affect the board quick enough. And then, even if we do survive, we don't have card advantage to keep up with those blue-black decks. Still play our little heart out. This is keepable. 3 of our 4 colors. 2-drop into 3-drop. Need to remember to tap Sparring Dummy at the end of his turn. Okay, at least a lesson is in the graveyard. So Walltop Sentries will gain life when it dies as well. What? Just play the sentries here. Chill out. Okay, we can hold up less days. Sparring Dummy is more awkward than some other cards that will like look at the top card to your deck, and if it's a X type, like a land type or whatever, let you do a thing because it just sends it to your graveyard. And then if it's a land, you get to bring it back. So okay, well. Do we send back Young Young before he can exhaust? To be mana efficient? If he's got Quench, it'll pump up first time players, but that still won't be able to attack through our 2-3 wall top sentries. I don't think he does. I think he's just determining whether he's going to put it on top or on bottom. He likes it. He puts it on top. Well, there's Swamp. You can kill Borcupine. try and hit a land. Or playable. I think we'll wait for something juicier with Epic Downfall. He can't quench this. We have enough mana. And if he did have quench, I would have presumed that he would use it on No! Oh my gosh. Epic Downfall. Yuck. Not Epic Downfall. Accumulate Wisdom. Ugh. Feels like every time we run these mill cards, Ostrich Horse, Platypus Bear, that have lesson card payoffs in the graveyard, we mill the cards that have the payoffs themselves. More often than not. Beifong! Oh. Well, we're all set up to play him. He's got Firebending Lesson or Lightning Strike, and he's thinking about blowing up Omashu City before we Earthbend it. Let's blow up Wandering Musicians. He does have Wench. Okay. Now we know not to attack with Mr. Toph. Mrs. Toph. Miss Toph. Miss Toph. May I use the bathroom? The risk with attacking with Toph when he had open mana was if he had a way to blow up Omashu City. She's shrinking to an 0-3 and he gets to eat her. But with red-blue, there wouldn't be anything instant speed. I could take care of it. Well, I guess Lightning Strike, right? And this Combustion Technique. Because he really wants to start getting in the air. He blows up that rather than a land, Shrinking Toph, basically removing 2 creatures. And he doesn't wait for Young to exhaust so that he could copy it. Ah, my goodness. Let's blow up Young. Before I can exhaust. I think I might hate Sparring Dummy. If it mills one more of our really good cards, instead of giving us a land. It should have an equal chance of milling a land as a... I guess we have more playables than lands. Let's do it. Give me a land. Alright. I guess Scry makes this a lot better. We have like Rumble Arena. We're going to be in a much better position. 3, 6, 7, 8. There's still 10 lands left and 16 cards, so I think we should still activate Sparring Dummy. 9, I guess, if you subtract Omashu City. We're going to slowly die to this first-time flyer and Otter Penguin. He gets the ability to draw cards. I'm at the point where I think like we don't use sparring dummy, but at the same time, he could let us deck faster and therefore suffer less, because I feel like we're not going to win this game. It's going to look like last game. We're just going to hang out with board stall and then not get enough to affect the board because our good stuff is in the graveyard. Milled there by yours truly. Alright, Porcupine is going to have to be the Barrels of Blasting Jelly's target. Right? He's not attacking with his flyers for whatever reason. Ooh, okay, let's play Boulder, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We play the land. We can blow up Porcupine. He has no mana. He can only turn War Balloon into a creature. I don't know why he's roping us. Alright, I will unpause when he makes a decision. If he blocked with Wandering Musicians, he'd have to block with, I guess, Fire Nation Cadets and pump 3 times to kill. He could just block with Fire Nation Cadets, actually. Just need one removal smell. Potentially, or bad blocks. We can Earthbend for a good amount with Boulder a couple of times and make something happen. Okay, what can we... 12 cards. What can we draw? We have Lightning Strike? No. Do we have Rebuke? No. Combustion Technique Lost Days? No. Barrels? No. So the only removal left is Epic Downfall. Which is gone. We have no removal left. Because everything attacking is a good idea. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, block Fire Nation Cadets onto... Oh, Toe? That's wrong. He needed to block Boulder. Gillen Toph is fine. I mean, how do you not block Otter Penguin and Wandering Musicians on Boulder at least? Trade an Otter Penguin for 4/4 that's Earthbending for 4 each turn. We're going to gain 3 life and have a 3/6 Vigilant blocker now with Reach. That's also going to be swifty. So we have a chance. We have a chance now. That's why you stay in these games against these festive fighters. Just because you drafted bad doesn't mean you need to play bad. We get a win. Oh my gosh. I feel like we didn't actually win both games. We won so far. So this deck, in a way, has been blessed. If I get to 4 wins, I'm gonna be happy with this thing. Sparring Dummy has been so bad. If he can just hit some lessons that aren't accumulate wisdom and lands, and then we actually play accumulate wisdom, we spend our removal instead of milling it with Platypus Bear and Sparring Dummy and Ostrich Horse, and maybe this deck looks like an actual palatable deck. Apart from the irresponsible mana. Corner's Gambit. Yeah. Yeah. You know, normally best of 1, you want a 2-drop creature, 3-drop creature that affect the board. You want to curve out Obit. That's not going to happen in this deck. We can't mull till we have one of our 2-drop creatures. All right. Mono black or just only showing us black so far? Tending Pox Bears isn't super scary, so we'll go grab Forest. Not Forest, a Mountain. Because it enables 2 more cards to be played from our hand rather than 1. Ooh, Fire Nation Engineer is a little scary. Let's blow that up quick with Combustion Technique or Lightning Strike. Let's use Lightning Strike. Combustion Technique could get bigger when we use, after we use Abandoned Attachments. Or mill a lesson into the graveyard with Ostrich Horse. Something besides accumulate wisdom, please. Yeah, it's looking mono blacky. Azula also needs to die. Let's do it right now. And we'll toss Epic Downfall with Abandoned Attachments. End of his turn. Ah, not mono black. That's scary. If he's got another creature, he does. That can crew it. Can Seismic Sense fetch us a... what do you call? A swamp. Let's find out. Is it Lion Turtle? Lion Turtle blocks everything. The boulder threatens back. Big damage. Yeah, Lion Turtle turns on Beifong's Bounty Hunters. Take a screenshot of this. Oh, we can't play this turn though. Oops. Should have thought about that. Oh no, we're in trouble. 7, 9 damage this turn. We go to 5. We do gain 3 life off Lion Turtle though, and we can play Lion Turtle and Rocky Rebuke something. Or Slame Ostrich Horse as a 4/2. Three, 1, 2, 3. Well, can we actually play Lion Turtle and Beifongs then? I think we can. Oh no, he is summoning sick. We can't play Ostrich Horse. Taking Lion Turtle was a mistake. 4, 6, 5, 7. We go to 1. We block a 4-power creature. And then he can make a 1/1 unblockable spirit. Getting punished for our mana being bad. That's what this game is. We deserve it. We deserve it. We built the deck like this. It's inevitable to have games like this. Here's wait, we only take 5. Since he didn't have a creature he could play to crew this with. That's 3 damage in the air. But we've got... What can we do? Island 3, 6, 7. Is it Badgermole? Make as many blockers as possible. Or 2 ground blockers. He's got... Okay, 3, 6. If we use Rebuke, we're going to have to tap Lion Turtle. So I think we got to do it like this. I'd like to play Beifongs and have it die into Earthbend. But that can't happen. Alright, we just get 3 free damage here. I don't know if it'll matter. It's gonna give him a clue token. But we may just blow up Fire Nation Worship here. Depending on this, how this whole thing goes down. We actually kill the Messenger Hawk? Had to be the messenger hawk because he just cracks a clue. But we need him to mess up here, essentially, for us to have any chance. He's figured it out. I mean, otherwise we're going to 2, and then he makes a 1/1 unblockable, and we can't answer 2 things in our deck. I guess accumulate wisdom, technically we could. That's our only out. Accumulate wisdom or lost days. Yeah, let's do that next time. Let's play for that. Let's blow up his messenger hawk. This is as close to the nuts as we can have. 2, 3 fixing. Yeah. Let's get some lessons in the graveyard. Not accumulate wisdom. Let's get some non-accumulate wisdom lessons in the graveyard. And we have a 2/3 to block that. Beifong into the graveyard every time. We can play it with Lion Turtle. I was tempted to play Fire Nation Worship before. Now I'm even more tempted. But we gotta do this, right? Maybe he doesn't realize we don't have lesson cards in our graveyard and can't block. That has got to be killed. Water Tribe Rallier. One, two, three, four. Okay, we can just blow that up. Fire Nation Worship, Mashu City, and we're chilling. Southern Air Temple. I mean, I'll trade for a Compassionate Healer. We create a clue token. He does not like it. That's a good sign for us. Red, green. It's Earthbend, red, green. Lightning Strike, but with Lion Turtle, since he can't attack. And he has no creatures if he's got more ways to trigger this, more temples. We can crack a clue next turn. Okay, I see that he's not kicking it to grab a temple. So I presume he's got a temple in hand already. Or he's just playing one temple. Should be kind of random. Let's crack this clue. See what we can draw. Recombat. I don't think there's anything in these colors that could get us for attacking. If he kills Omashu City, we're only hitting for 2 each turn, but he does not kill Omashu City. Boomy Bash. On Toph, that's fine. If he killed the land, then, like I said, we're only hitting him for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play this out. And attack. Kind of itching to use these final 2 lessons so Lion Turtle can attack. He's not playing anything. Alright, that's fine. We're still playing around Quench. Okay. This deck has gotten so lucky. I feel like against other real decks, our opponents are doing stuff. They're playing bombs. They're curving out like crazy. And this deck has gotten 3 wins off decks that have just been sputtering, and it's been a fight. It's been a fight every time against these sputtering, awful decks that are running Air Temple only and have Aang's Journey to go grab it, even, but no other temples. Psych Troll. Prominent Pioneer. I am scared. He's in bronze. Probably got a crazy deck. This is pretty good as far as our deck goes, unfortunately. Starting hand. Alright, we have Mill. I'm tempted to not use Accumulate Wisdom. Turn 2. And now I won't. Unless I see something that kind of makes me think we need to go fetch an answer. Let's go grab a tap land, because we have a turn 3 play. Wow, he takes a 3. It's like, I don't know that that's a good trade for us. He gets a clue token, which is probably more valuable than a land out of his Messenger Hawk. Wolfbat. Attack with just wall top sentries here. I don't think it's worth trading an Ostrich Horse for a Wolfbat that will come back as soon as he cracks the clue for 1 black mana. And here we have more green mana and blue mana, so we'll Earthbend Omashu City. Attack with Wolfbat. You know you want to. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Do it. Do it. Okay, no black. I'm tempted to toss Epic Downfall. Since we are so close to... we toss Platypus Pair. So close to what? Oh, so close to the 3 lesson threshold for Accumulate Wisdom. And he's burned me. He's been milling Beifong into the graveyard consistently when we have the mana to actually cast him. Epic Downfall's a little awkward here with our crabby mana. We can't just remove Beetlehead Merchants and attack in with Boulder. Earthbending Omashu City to 4/4 Trampler, and then meanwhile we get a swamp off the top. We absolutely can do that. Well, now we can't. So he's sold out, but that's fine. That's a 4-mana play for 4 mana. And here we'll trade our Death Touch for his Beetle-Headed Merchants. Is he actually going to sack a clue token? Or does it have to be a creature with Beetle-Headed Merchants? All right. Imagine if we had the Boulder ready to rumble right here. We Earthbend this. We have Earthbend for 4. Attack with an 8/8 trample and a 4/4. That'd be pretty cool. So we are tapped out, but he hasn't been playing like he has. Azula always lies. And that's all he could have. That would get us. Ooh, he sacks the token. I'm kind of tempted to no block here, but let's block. All right, we make a clue token. We stop 6 damage. Seismic. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we don't have enough green to play Walltop Sentries and Seismic Sense. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack with everything but Ostrich Horse. Okay, we could do Seismic Sense, then we could accumulate Wisdom, draw 3, and I presume there will be a forest in there. I think that greed might be okay. That come back. I mean, playing a Walltop Sentries is just good, though. We can wait. We can wait. Okay, let's start with Seismic Sense. Seismic Sense. Okay, wow, look at all that going to the bottom. I almost just want Epic Downfall. But Toph is going to make Amashu City a 6/6 and add a 2/3 to the board. And we could just get a swamp off Accumulate Wisdom. Potentially. Ooh, what if about we play Beifong? I guess not yet. Toph. Epic Downfall. His 6/5. We play barrels. We wait one turn for combat so we can get Beifong's bounty hunters out there. This deck is garbage! Thank goodness our opponent's playing double beetle-headed merchants. Triple beetle-headed merchants. Okay. Alright, well, what can we afford? Let's start with Beifong. One, two, three, four, five. We would have to tap that. So let's Epic Downfall this. Hold up Lightning Strike. He's got 3 blockers. We've got 5 attackers to get through. He's dead. And I didn't notice we could just do this. We could just Lightning Strike his base. Oh. Silly. Silly on our part. Okay, that's it. 4 wins and I was happy. 4 wins and we only lose 100 gems off this. Irresponsible disaster draft where we identified red was taken. Red was contested. 4 cards taken from the first pick. And we still took red cards. Like uncommons, not like bombs. And now we gotta look at this. And we gotta mull it because the mana is irresponsible. We can't play any of the cards in our hand with them. 2 colors we're looking at. Same thing with this. We can only play Fire Nation Warship. I'm going to send back Wall-Top Sentries. I think we need to get a little bit lucky with this deck. And we can still play Warship. If we don't hit a green land by turn 3. That's wild. Yep. Yep. Irresponsible mana. We're hitting 3 colors and we can't play most of the cards in our hand. Kevin Owens has more responsible mana. Look at that. Ooh, but we get bailed out. I think we still do play Fire Nation Warship first. Now we have all 4 colors. Guana Pair. Well, let's start with Ostrich Horse. And I think I will take a forest. Play it. Crew with Ostrich Horse. Smash the 4. 3-1. Looks like it's going to be the same as a 4-2 against this Iguana Parrot so far. And Badger Mole is going to want to have... I guess a 4-2 would be able to attack Mateo, assuming he doesn't put a counter on it right now. He might, so we can block our Fire Nation Warship. Okay, but we can Lightning Strike it. And I think that might be worth it. It might be worth it. It might be worth it. It might be worth it. No, he would double block with Iguana Parrot and Teo. Kill our 4-4, so let's play Badger Mole. And... Earthbend to Forest. Invasion submersible. So we can send our Fire Nation warship back. Drats. Now we're taking 5 to 6 damage in the air. Smart, he leaves Teo back. If he gets enough counters on Iguana Parrot, Vigilance may actually become relevant. I guess it's already relevant because of the double block with Teo. Alright, Badger Mole Part 2. I think it would have been better to replay Fire Nation Warship. We play Ren Punch, and we add a reach blocker for his Iguana Parrot. Like it prevents damage, so that didn't really make sense because we couldn't push something into the Badger Mole. Oh well, 4 wins is good enough for this deck. I mean, not oh well, we need to play better, regardless of the deck. We shouldn't think bad deck, bad play. Taking 2 to 3 extra damage here that we didn't need to take. I guess we can crack back with Badger Mole. Exile is annoying. Let's blow up. Iguana Parrot right now? I mean, then he attacks with Invasion Submersible. And Teo. Okay. Rowdy Snowballers. Maybe we could win this game. He's got no cards left. He still brings back Merchant. He's probably going to get something off this. We will have Fire Nation Warship to block until he gets to 4 power. We do gain 3 life here. And Lion Turtle can't block yet, but it can crew Fire Nation Warship. Oh, Hama. It's gonna be hard to beat. What can he get back? What's in our graveyard? Lightning Strike, Lost Days. I would take Lost Days, even though he could cast Lightning Strike this turn. Yep. Removes a lesson from our graveyard for a Lion Turtle. What happens after he plays it? It goes back to our graveyard at least. He can toss the Merchant if he wants. Free counter. White. He's got white. One, two, three. You could double block the Badger Mole. That's pretty good for him, but he would have to give up Lost Days on Hama. So yeah, I presume he just takes 8 damage here. We could have crewed with Lion Turtle. It was some like mind games to think we could have any color mana open. And I don't think it's going to matter that we don't have the forest to block, but maybe it will. I guess. Zeta Reach, it gains its life. We have Lightning Strike. We don't have a way to get it back. And it's in the graveyard, right? It is. If he goes to exile it now, crew Fire Nation Warship. Do we block here? I think I'd rather attack with this. I know we get a clue token. I think I would rather attack. Needs to block both. So he could eat a 2-3 with a 3-3. But it'd be better than him blocking with a 3-3 and a 2-2 on a 4-4. So we do get free damage. Let's kill the 3-3. With this rotten deck, we're somehow in a position where, you know, winning isn't totally inconceivable. Not yet, at least I don't know what cards he has in his hands. Azula always lies? I guess we'll just take 2. Or Yip Yip. I mean, he's dead right now. If he doesn't play Merchant, he'll just play Merchant. Then I'll have enough blockers. So if we have any removal that he doesn't have protection for, frick. And we win. But he does. Just kind of take over the game from here. If he's got removal for wall top sentries, we're dead in the air. Alright. Fair enough play. Surprisingly close for how this deck was constructed. I'll take it. 4 wins. We knew we were kind of going off the rails when we were dropping this thing. Look at this 2-drop slot. This looks crazy. Sparring Dummy has been driving me crazy. It feels like it makes your decks so inconsistent. Ostrich Horse. I feel much better about this if I have a couple of the green lesson that lets you get cards back. Because I feel like I'm playing Ostrich Horse in green decks because I want to splash for bombs. And then if the bombs are milled, then your deck sputters. So 4-3 is actually a success with this deck. GG's, we'll see you next time.